I have a real need for speed.
Is this all from watching the Olympics, Kelly? Watch out, don't hurt yourself.
I know, I might. New Day at the Games starts right now.
It's a new day.
Now, from the Virginia Mason Franciscan Health Studios at King 5, this is New Day at the Games.
Hello and welcome to New Day at the Games. I'm Kelly Hansen.
And I'm Jose Cedeño. We got a full lineup of stories today, but first, this food is really making me hungry, Kelly.
Oh, it looks so good. Look at these meatballs.
I know. You know that every day we are tasting Italian food in honor to the Winter Games in Italy. And today, Nash, is a classic meatballs. These are prepared with Nathan did this from Carello. Yeah, Nathan in Lockwood and from Capitol Hill. And yes, it looks delicious, doesn't it?
Does.
Okay, but do you notice that these are big meatballs and they in sauce? That's how the Americans do it here. But in Italy, the meatballs are mostly often standalone dish and they also come in smaller size. So I guess the big question for you, Kelly, how do you like your meatballs?
Well, thank you for asking, Jose.
And the answer is?
I like them big.
Okay.
I also like them with beef and pork, a mix. And I also think breadcrumbs is very important. And I definitely am all about the sauce there. Usually prefer it with pasta, but this is healthy. I'll take this.
And you know what's interesting for me? Because
What?
I like it the Italian way that is small, but I like it the American way with a lot of salt. So I guess I like a little bit of both. Yeah, because you can do
okay.
5 of them in one plate.
And look at this focaccia too. We're gonna be making that a little later in the show.
Yes.
That is literally mouth-watering. Like my mouth is watering.
And-
So good.
And that's going to be thanks for Nathan, who is going to be joining us in the kitchen in a few minutes to prepare focaccia bread. Are you ready for that, Kelly?
I think so. We're both gonna be, using a little technique
A little
together.
getting
Dimpling.
dimpling situation going on, yes.
I want to also talk about what's going on sports-wise. Obviously, that's the main event with the Winter Olympics. Team USA is playing Team Canada in women's hockey today. Both teams hold some of the most talented hockey players in the entire world, including Seattle, Torrent players Hillary Knight, Alex Carpenter, Hannah Bilka, and Kayla Barnes for Team USA. There they are. And Julia Gosling for Team Canada, who had 2 goals in Canada's victory yesterday. That was amazing. And the Americans won 5-0 against Switzerland yesterday, including goals by Bilka and Carpenter. Team Canada has won 5 gold medals over the past 6 Winter Olympics. Are you loving this, watching the local athletes?
You know what? Like I was talking to some crew members from the Krakens yesterday, and we were talking about the level of women hockey that we're seeing is so intense, and it's like they're really good, and it's very entertaining. Like even with the Torrents, so to see that they're doing good, to see that they're probably going to get far in the game.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm excited about it.
We're going for the gold, baby, and they were all just on the show. They are so funny, so young. I'm old. I don't know.
That's what I always think. Like they're not young, it's that we just getting older, Kelly.
Might be that. Also, an amazing place to watch the game, Rough and Tumble Sports Bar in Ballard. They're holding watch parties throughout the entire games. You've been there.
I've been there. Actually, it's a very fun place because they're very supportive of female teams, but it's just a vibe. But you can see like little girls come with their mom, come and check out the game. And it's been like every sport that female plays, but to see the hockey and the Olympics there, I bet you it's going to be a big party.
Oh, absolutely. You have something else too going on that you want to talk about.
There's another big story. American Ben Olsen has ended the United States 50-year wait in the cross-country skiing because he got a medal. He got a silver, yes. And not only that, look at this guy. He did a backflip.
What?
Well, yeah, I mean, he was very happy. It took him 3 minutes and 40 seconds to do 50 kilometers. Now, cross-country skiing is not necessarily a sport that we are famous for, but have you ever tried it before?
No. Is anyone surprised?
Exactly.
I would really like to learn cross-country skiing.
Okay.
It doesn't look hard. I mean, I know they're doing it at an elite level, but you've done it before.
I've done it.
It's hard.
It is hard because the skis are slightly different, so you feel like you don't have the same grip, and it's almost like you're just running, right? You're running, and it's a workout because the snow is heavier, so put yourself like you're running a 10K, but harder.
In the snow.
In the snow, and it's cold. So those legs need to be really strong.
Oh my gosh, I want to talk about our guys. The Seahawks returned to
Go
Seattle
Hawks!
yesterday after their Super Bowl win. They received a hero's welcome truly at Seattle Airport, including a big salute, a water salute, in fact, from the Port of Seattle firefighters. Several airport workers and firefighters waved the Seahawks flags.
There's a
and
trophy.
cheers.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Like-
This was so fun to see. I had a lot of friends too that went to the VMAC to send them off, and then obviously to have them back in Seattle ahead of all the celebrations here. It's just so awesome. Look at JSN.
The guys deserve it. I mean, this is a whole celebration, and to think that tomorrow is going to be the big day, but like just seeing the team coming back, seeing our win, I mean, what can else you expect? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, it's been so fun to see, so well deserved. Our second Super Bowl win. I'm on a high, so I've been on a high for days. You know who also looked like they were having an absolute blast too?
Oh,
this is the cutest video I've seen in a while. Sam Darnold and K9 Kenneth Walker III were in Disneyland on Monday. Look at them. They were featured in a parade, but they were also, look at them on riding the teacups there. So precious. I don't know. They probably told them, like, get in there and do this to go viral on social. But
this is a tradition. You always know that the MVP is going to go to Disneyland after the Super Bowl. Like, you have that in mind. But people were asking, like, who gets to go? Well, only the best gets to go.
Oh, well, maybe
So-
someday we will be in our own victory parade at Disneyland, my friend.
Kelly and Jose? Sure.
Let's dream big there. You mentioned this earlier, too. I cannot wait for the Seahawks victory parade tomorrow. After a 10 a.m. trophy celebration inside Lumen Field, the team will get on the parade route at 4th and Washington and end up near the Seattle Center. You can watch all the action live exclusively on King 5 Plus and Kong. I'm actually going to be there,
I was gonna
too.
say, you lucky you.
I'm so excited, and the weather actually looks pretty nice. So last time that we won the Super Bowl, were you out there? Because it was freezing.
It was super cold, and actually I was outside all the time, and it almost looked like they were punishing me. But hey, I got to see the players go by, and I don't know if you remember, but the Ride the Duck were the one that took the guys.
They were all on the Ducks. Now we have double-decker buses, I understand. We got a little sneak preview. Some of us on, our staff saw some of those buses.
So you know something that I don't know.
I do. I have the 411, so it's going to be very fun. Seattle police, though, are telling people to plan ahead, use public transportation to get there. Make sure you get there early, and expect, too, that you might not get cell reception because many people are going to be packed in there. Again, there you have it, the ceremony and parade, 10 a.m. Wednesday, exclusively on King 5 Plus and Kong. It is going to be so much fun. And don't worry, there's a lot more fun, games, and Italian food to come.
That's right, Kaylee. Later in the show, we're both going to take lessons of dumpling. Yeah, the secrets of making focaccia bread. And I know you love bread, Kelly.
I love bread, I do. But up next, if dinner and a movie sounds a bit predictable, how about dinner with a side of Legos?
Legos?
That's right. Just in time for Valentine's Day, our own Monica Hart has an idea that's both elegant and interactive. We're all in. That's after this. There's nothing wrong with the usual date night idea, dinner and a movie, but what if we could do a bit better, or at least more unique? And just in time for Valentine's Day, 425 magazine contributor and party planner Monica Hart brings us dinner with a side of Legos.
Oh, yeah.
That is right. I said that correctly.
Yes, it's an unusual combo, right?
It's very unique.
Okay, this is how I got the idea. I was watching an interview with a favorite actor, Jonathan Bailey from Wicked, Bridgerton, and he said his favorite date night was dinner and Lego. I'm like, okay, I see you. People Magazine, sexiest man alive.
Yes, he is.
So I went to the Bellevue Lego store, and he goes, oh yeah, that's a thing. It's totally a thing. I'm like, okay, so that's what I rolled out for 425 magazine in February. Date night and Lego.
Oh my gosh, this was so unique. I kept having to read, like, is this really what the segment is on? Yes.
It totally is. We're making
You're
Lego
an adult
sexy over here for Valentine's Day.
Of Legos.
Yes, I'm an AFOL, an adult fan of Legos. Specifically, we love Star Wars at our house. I've been doing it since my son was 7. And it's so fun because he turned around, helped a girl out, and built the Millennium Falcon for me over here. That's, that's Han Solo and Chewie's ride. Star Wars.
And this is perfect for Valentine's Day.
Yes, for sure. Yeah, here's what I love about it. It's romantic because in the magazine I thought, let's do it in front of the fireplace. Let's create this. So I scooched up the cricket table, a few club chairs. We've got a picture there.
Beautiful.
So that just makes it romantic right then and there. But we didn't stop there. Oh no, I thought, why don't we romance the bar and make it the mantle. So it's a mantle bar. Check it out. See, look, there's the wine.
You do everything
We've got all the
so
extras,
beautifully.
the beautiful glassware, the spirits, the mixers. Now for him, it's a Manhattan, and it ain't no boy hatton. It's a Manhattan.
Man, he's
and
a
for
man.
Me, it's a mini martini, a tiny tipple. We're gonna make that in a minute. But
Oh,
that's
I can't
fun.
wait.
Oh, and then also I thought it'd be really fun because I want to bring in a soulful, nostalgic note. So I've got my my mom's dishware and my grandma's silverware.
Some keepsake
I know,
moments.
So it makes it kind of fun, right? I
Definitely.
like that. So that's how you set the tone. Beautiful glassware.
And it's
real
a movable
napkins.
feast, I understand, too, with the
It's-
setup?
Well, that's what I'm thinking about because usually you're eating at a table, right, or in the dining room. But this is movable because there's not much to it. We're just making the cottage pie, which we'll talk about next, if we can. So I want to make something that you can do ahead. Right?
Yeah.
And so cottage pie is great. Now shepherd's pie
I know,
has
let's talk about the
lamb
food.
in it, but this is a cottage pie, so it has beef, and then check out the little copper containers. Those are called, I'm going to get this wrong, but it's cocottes. That's my ninth grade French right there. Yeah, isn't that good? So it's got mashed potato on the top, totally golden and yummy. The bottom is
So
ground
good.
beef, onions, tomato, carrot, fennel. I've got a little cognac in there, truffle, all that kind of stuff. Bay
And you're
leaf.
not stressed because you did that the night before,
the night
right?
before, and made the mashed potatoes. It turns out this is a great hack, but make the mashed potatoes the day before. I put it through the ricer with butter. It's kind of messy. It's
Ooh.
delicious, but as it melts together in the fridge overnight, and you bring it back, putting a little more butter, a little more cream, and then it's
Can't go
it's even
wrong.
better. That's my understanding. So I love that idea.
consistency on
you
that
can
is
elevate,
so
make
good.
the everyday comfort food by serving it in something like that. So let's make a little cocktail. We're gonna
Okay,
make our
we're moving
tiny
to the
tipple.
sips.
Okay, so you're just gonna grab this, and I'm gonna grab this. So this
Your
is
mini
just-
shakers,
it's just
too,
a
are
mini
so
martini.
cute.
Mini martini. And then at the end, maybe you can put an olive. Oh, maybe you could do this for me. Help me out. One in there.
Oh, that's perfect.
There we go. One for you.
Thank you. And mini, that's
Mini,
what
mini.
you're into, the little...
They call this a tiny tipple.
Oh,
Who knew, right? So I'm gonna grab my.
is this dirty in there, or what
Oh,
did you
it's
do?
dirty. It's R-rated.
Please, I'm like, give me a dirty martini or is this straight up
Cheers
here?
on that. That's kind of fun.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Where did you get these mini glasses too?
Actually,
I love
was
it.
in Walla Walla, Washington, and I found it in a store. They have little stars on them.
Oh, that's delightful.
And
Okay.
I love that. So about the Legos themselves, as I said, we love Star Wars, but Legos has 3 great tips on how to make this go better. Number 1, you want a designated area. Carve out an area in your home. Now, I take it up a notch because I get a board like this because then it's movable. You can pick it up and move it to another table.
And then it doesn't break and you're devastated
Exactly,
because again, this is
exactly, yeah.
supposed to be a romantic, fun,
I know.
nice evening.
And
okay.
then you want to take the individual baggies and you want to put them in like a bowl or something and mark them. Because if you don't do that, you can get all mixed up. And also the manual. Some of these take hours and hours to complete, right? So what you want to do is you want to mark your spot in the manual. So when you go back to it, if you don't get it done in one fell swoop, you know where you're going. You don't lose your place. So this is a U-wing, of course, from Rogue One. My son helped me with this one too.
How long
That's the
did
one
this
at home.
take you
Well, my
to
son did it.
build?
I was rolling out the decorations and making the food. I'm like, help a mom out over here. Yeah, so he
Seriously.
helped me out. So many hours.
Really?
Yeah, and so it's piloted by Cassian, I think, Andor and his droid. I know, we are like AFOL
I
Star
love that
Wars
you're nerding
nerds.
out. I would not think you were obsessed with Legos.
Oh no! But here's the cool thing too: is they have something for everyone. So right now, super popular, the Golden Retriever. In fact, it's sold out. I went
Really?
to I learned all about this, and also Pokemon's coming out with a new thing, so that's really hot right now. Star Wars is coming out with a new thing in May. That's hot. But for you gals, if you want to do Valentine's night, they have a botanical collection. So you're making flowers. Whip up a Cosmo. You've got some flowers, and like you're making
You
these
always
cool
have
things.
the
So there's
best
something for
ideas.
everyone. You can make it sexy for date night or make it more
Are
romantic
you doing
with
this
Valentine's.
ahead of time too? Like, do you start building and then
For
eat?
sure.
Kind of do
Because
everything
you're not going to
together?
get it done, and like this is probably 5 or 6 hours, right?
True.
So that's not going to happen. But that little guy down there, that's the Mandalorian. That's just a little action figure, so you could totally get. I think it says like 5 and under. We should be able to get it done. I'm thinking. I don't know.
And is this what you're actually going to do for Valentine's Day?
Heck
Do you
yeah.
okay?
Now I do the heavy lifting. My husband really isn't too too much of. In fact, when my son was 7, I was the one that built the big thing
Fair
Legos
enough.
with him. But that's okay. If he's making me a Cosmo, I'm good.
Exactly,
Yeah,
and
let's go.
a nice handwritten card. That's what I always need. This
that's
and a
all I
nice
need.
handwritten
That's all I
card.
need. That's right.
Thank you so much, Monica.
fun.
That was so much fun. And now we're going to ease on down the road to our next guest. Members of the cast of The Wiz are joining us, so stay tuned.
Welcome back to the show. A new film opening this month has a big message about our relationship with technology. Good luck, have fun, don't die is about a man claiming to be the future trying to save humanity. Here's Evening St. Brian with the preview.
Hey! This isn't a robbery! I am from the future! And all of this goes horribly wrong.
Sam, tell me about the first time you put on this 40-pound costume with tubes and the wires and the codpiece.
It was a bit of an anxiety attack, actually. I was kind of like, how's this going to work? It was very heavy, it was cumbersome, it wasn't really comfortable, and I had 6 dressers, a cooling suit. We had to adjust it, tear holes in it. It was not fun at first.
Are any of you even listening to me?
Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die opens with an 11-page monologue set in Norm's diner, where Sam Rockwell, as the man from the future, recruits unlikely heroes to save humanity from the dangers of AI and social media. Michael Pena and Zazie Beetz play high school teachers, roles that enhance their empathy for educators.
I feel like it's such a battle, like a Sisyphean task of teachers trying to help nourish our youth, and it's just being like sapped dry by technology and social media and things like that. And I feel like all these like huge corporations are just like sucking us dry.
When director Gore Verbinski got hold of the screenplay, originally written in 2017, he knew right away its message was too urgent to wait.
Look around you. I think the world is kind of crying out, with a sense of like something is off, something is wrong.
Sam Rockwell calls people always looking at their phones palm readers.
Life is looking out, looking at the sky, looking at people, engaging. I think that that's where life is at.
Michael Pena is not sure the horde of teenage extras got the film's message.
They would be on their phone, and then in between takes, they would be on their phone. Good luck, have fun, don't die.
Excuse me?
It's a crazed, chaotic trip, led perhaps by the only actor who could have pulled it off.
The revolution begins tonight!
It's been about 20 years since Roger Ebert called you the, what did he call you? The go-to guy for weirdness. How did that impact your career?
I don't know if it did or not. I think I occasionally play weird people, and I play slightly less weird people. I don't know.
Where does this one stack up?
This guy's pretty weird.
It's gonna be okay, or it's not. I don't know.
Good luck, have fun, don't die is rated R, and Sense says this could be the weirdest movie of the year. And we just started the year. The movie comes out on St. Valentine's weekend. Now we have gold medal worthy magic with us in the studio today. Yes, they are from the cast of Wiz, which opens tonight at the Paramount Theater. This groundbreaking twist of The Wiz of Oz changed the face of Broadway when it debuted more than 50 years ago. Its iconic score blends soul, gospel, rock, and 70s funk into a powerful retelling of Dorothy's journey to find her place in this contemporary world. Please welcome to New Day, Elijah, Amat Lewis, and Carl Mitchell. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Tell me a little bit about this show. What's different?
The Wiz. This is an American classic. I mean, we're celebrating 50 years of this musical, and it's about the discovery of, home and what that means for you. I mean, in this show, we're talking about Dorothy getting home, but, with all the characters and the heroes, everyone finds their sense of their their journey of where they belong.
Okay, let's talk about your character in this play.
Well, I played the mean old lion in the show.
Oh, the mean one.
I
Okay.
did indeed. Just a mean old lion.
Okay.
He is vibrant. He is wonderful. He is a little crazy. And he's just a good time. He's also in search of something, though. He's also in search of what he thinks someone has to give him, which is courage, just like everybody else in this show. So he has to also go on the same journey.
Now we're talking about 50 years. So what is it to be part of that legacy?
It's incredible. I mean, something of this magnitude to last for 50 years in the Broadway community has transcended through time. You know, it was originally on Broadway, then it went to film, you know, and it's had so many iterations of it. And just to be celebratory of this joy from this show, I think it's much needed right now.
You mentioned film. Like, do you think because of the films now, we have a younger audience that is following the same?
Yes, I think it's really important because I grew up watching The Wiz. Elijah also grew up watching The Wiz. To know that there's a new generation that has not seen the show, I think that it's going to be really, really fun for them to be able to come in and see all these characters for the first time and also give that same experience that we grew up having.
Yeah.
Since we're talking about the young people, what is kind of like advice that you would give to a young performer? Because I'd say what you guys do is incredible. Like, you guys are every day doing your rehearsals and then you go to a live audience. But like, what is the hardest, I guess, part of your guys' jobs?
I would say, I wouldn't say the hardest, but I always say that you are your best project. It is a daily work to work on yourself, and especially as the artist, you are the being that, you know, it's coming out of. So just be in tune to yourself. Like, see what you like, tap into everything, you know. Don't just stay in one place, you know, move around and experience everything that you can, and know that you are your best and you are the only person who can produce what you can produce. So in all other things, give your best because you are the only one who will be able to do it.
Can you give me a little sneak peek about this show in particular?
Ooh.
Yeah, now we're gonna get into the secrets,
Yes.
right?
You know, so this show was reimagined. Our director,
Okay.
Shelley Williams, and Amber Ruffin, who adapted the script, they wanted a new reimagined form for this. And it's very high energy, high packed, very high visual. There's a lot of new things for this time. I think the great thing about The Wiz is that each time it was presented, it spoke to its decade. So now that we are in the new year of 2026, you know, we just wanted a new, fresh take on it. There's a lot of dancing, a lot of types of dancing. We have a hip hop number in there, and I think people will be very surprised.
People will be very surprised. Well, I will say don't miss the Wiz because it's going to be playing at the Paramount all the way through February the 15th, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to go and check you guys out, see how you
Yeah,
guys are
come
doing.
on by. Come on
and when
over.
we continue, we're going to be in the kitchen doing some focaccia bread lessons. But don't worry because we call the experts. It's not going to be me. We call the chef from Carello. He's going to show us the art of dimpling after this.
This is New Day at the Games.
Welcome back to heaven. At least this is what I imagine heaven to be like. No, it's not just because of you, Jose.
Okay, I
to
thought so.
love me is to know that my favorite food group is bread. And when our next guest is making focaccia bread, all is right in the world.
That's right. This tasty Italian flatbread is from the region of northwestern Italy, and it also hails to Carello's Seattle restaurant. Here is Chef Nathan Lockwood. He's going to share the secrets of how to make this delicious bread with us.
Nathan,
Yes.
thank you for being here. We had you on before. You teased this focaccia bread. I was absolutely in love, so we knew we had to have you back. Is this as easy as you say that it is? Because I'm looking like there's a lot of
there's
steps.
a lot of process.
There's a lot of steps, and it's both easy and difficult at the same time.
Perfect.
Okay.
So normally this is going to take us 2 days to prepare. We're going to do it for you in 6 minutes.
Alrighty.
So you can see a lot of the work is waiting.
Okay. Well, let's get started because I've never done this before. So.
The waiting is fun. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is scale our water in our sourdough starter.
And you started this starter when? Tell me all about this.
This sourdough starter is about 14 years old.
14?
Yeah, Chef Daryl started this at Altura, and
Okay.
I credit Chef Daryl with convincing me that it was a good idea to start making our own bread.
Oh, I know from having tried it last time that it's the best idea. It's so good.
Yeah, so it's been a process and a lot of learning and a lot of evolution, and it's been really rewarding and super fun. So wherever you are, Daryl, He's in
Shout
Bellingham.
out to you.
We know where Daryl is. He's in Bellingham. Okay, so this is our sourdough starter. We feed it in the morning to start the bread. This is the bottom line, represents where it was when we fed it, and it's roughly doubled in about 3 hours. So when it doubles to that top line, that lets you know where you need to be.
That was just 2 hours?
Yeah, it needs to be very active. The sourdough starter really is everything for this style of focaccia. There's lots of styles of focaccia out there. This isn't the only way, but this is our favorite way. And this is the one that's going to give you the big dramatic bubbles, as you're going to see. So we're just going to dissolve the sourdough starter in the water.
How long? Oh, that was quick. Jeez.
That's it?
She's real active, so she goes right in there.
Okay.
Oh, does she
And
have a
then-
name? I feel like she should.
I got the feeling
call
that
her
this is where
Mama.
we're going to get our
Mama.
hands dirty.
She's been mama the whole time. We started her with a fig. So
And then
a fig to get the wild yeast. And then all we're going to do is mix this up. What we're looking to do is just make a shaggy ball. This is called the autolyse rest, and we're letting the proteins hydrate and the gluten start to develop naturally. Water and flour together make gluten.
How do you think Kelly's doing there?
She's doing perfect.
Okay.
And she's almost there.
See,
I got also a
Nathan.
question for you. Have you ever had focaccia bread in Italy?
I have. I haven't had a sourdough focaccia like this in Italy, which I think does happen fairly regularly further to the south from Liguria.
Okay.
In Liguria, I think it's more generally yeasted bread.
Okay.
But, I don't have all the experience that I wish that I did in eating focaccia in Italy.
I really appreciate that you put Kelly to work. This
I
is
know.
a very
Well, I
fun
gotta get-
segment for myself.
I
yeah,
gotta
and
get
so-
a workout going before I eat all this bread.
So it's it. That's it. You're done.
That's
You're
it?
done,
Kelly.
Yep. So
Okay.
all you're really doing is hydrating this flour, and then we just want to let it rest and relax.
What kind of salt is that?
This is kosher salt.
Kosher salt.
And it's scaled out for the recipe already. Do
I mix
Don't
this?
mix it in.
No?
Nope. So salt will inhibit the yeast growth. So I put it in the bowl so that there's no way I can forget it later.
Got it.
And then we're just going to cover this up and set it aside for 30 to 45 minutes.
Boom, put that away, my friend.
I'll put it away.
She's going to come out of here and look just like this.
She's looking good,
All right.
Mama's
It's like
looking
magic.
good.
All right, so the best way to handle this is with wet hands. So we have our 97-degree water here that we built the dough with. We're going to keep our bench scraper in there.
Watch this, Jose.
I think he knows what he's doing.
Well, we gotta do it. That's
Oh,
what
we
I'm
gotta do
saying.
it?
You're going to do the next one. So
Oh, I'm doing the next
there's
one.
no wrong way to do this, but we just want to get this little guy out of here.
Okay.
Thank goodness.
And then gently make some folds. So 4 folds, kind of going from corner to
And
corner.
why are you doing the folds?
And see how it's going to strengthen the gluten, and it's going to stretch the gluten.
It honestly looks
and
so
start to
shiny and
develop that
beautiful.
gluten structure, and you
Yeah.
can see the little sourdough bubbles starting
Oh my
to
gosh.
bloom in the top.
Yeah.
And now we've made our first little sourdough baby.
You made that look so
Yeah.
easy. I'm mesmerized right now, but I know it is not going to be that easy. How many
Okay.
different variations do you guys serve too at the restaurant of focaccia?
You can do anything you want with this. So right now in the wintertime, we're putting marinated olives in the dough, and we're adding the olives at the first step of folds. And so the olives are in the dough for the whole fermentation for 48 hours. In the summertime, you could do rosemary roasted grapes in here. You could put anchovies and cherry tomatoes. You can put cheese. You can put anything you want in there.
I'm trying to get my hands dirty, chef.
Okay, so now
Okay,
we're
it's your
going.
turn. All right, so that's our first set of folds. We're going to do that 3 times. And in between each time is going to be about a 30-minute rest. And 3 times later, it's going to look like this.
Wow,
Okay.
really
So
bubbly.
So you can see now she's real active, and she's going to be pretty sticky. And
So
you can get your
dip your
hands wet in there.
hands.
Okay, hands wet.
Nice and warm.
And then
Oh,
get that bowl scraper and clean those edges up.
Okay, bowl scraper. I'm lefty, chef, so just so you know.
That's not a problem.
Okay.
Not a problem. Don't use that as an excuse, Jose. Don't let us down. I want to eat.
Get under there and lift that whole thing up. Don't be scared of her.
This is big, man.
That's why she's called Mama.
Okay.
All right, you got her.
Yeah.
Okay, now oh,
Okay.
things
when you
are
said
going. You said you couldn't
You got
mess
it.
this up,
Okay, I got
Chef,
it.
but I don't know.
Well, he can't.
He can
Put
mess
that
it
back
up,
in there.
in fact.
Put that back in there.
All right, get your hands wet.
How does it feel?
Let me have it.
Feels weird.
Yeah, so it's easy.
Hopefully it will be delicious later.
It's
Yeah.
easy and it's difficult, and that it just takes a little bit of a touch.
Okay.
Those aren't folds.
And he doesn't have the touch. In fact,
What you're looking for? Let me see her. Let me see her.
he wants
you
to
didn't like
know.
what I did,
Let me
huh?
see her. What you want to do is let her stretch,
Oh.
and then fold her. And now see how
gotta
she starts
try.
to get stronger.
Oh, yeah.
See how she's getting smooth?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
You gotta let her stretch. Mama.
We're
Okay,
almost-
how do we dimple
We're
now,
almost
too?
to the fun part.
Okay,
Oh, so this
I
is
don't
not
know.
even
This
the fun
was really
part.
fun.
All right, tuck her back in.
Okay, bye. Bye, Mama.
So it really, I say this all the time. some people have a natural inclination for this, like a natural touch for making bread.
So you're saying
I'm
don't have
not one
it?
of them.
And neither
I've
is
been
Jose.
struggling for a long time, but it is. You will learn it, and it is fun. And the process is supposed to be.
It's a blast. You
it's
are
supposed
so much
to be
fun.
silly. Okay, so here we go. This is. That ball of dough has now been transferred to this container, and it's been in the fridge for 24 to 48 hours. And in that time, the natural yeast in here is consuming all of those proteins, breaking it down for you, like pre-digesting it, if you will, and developing all kinds of flavor in here. And now this is super alive. So this comes out of the fridge in the morning, it waits for a few hours, and then you're gonna be ready to dimple it.
Okay,
And
we're gonna add some
dimple some
olives.
olives in.
Oh, that looks delicious.
Oh, I'm so excited. How long does this bake for, too?
It bakes for about 40 minutes. We start it high to get the caramelization on the crust, about 425 depending on your oven, and for about 12 minutes, and then we turn it down to 350 until it's done. And when it's done, it should tap. It should
It
sound
should
kind of
look
hollow.
like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay, how do we dimple?
Okay, so get your little fingers wet here again, just a little bit. And what
Just-
you want to do is go
Are we all
the way,
doing it?
all the way to the bottom. Yeah, it's a double dimple.
Just shove in the
yeah,
olives?
spread your fingers out and bloop, bloop. Don't be shy, and then the bubbles are going to start to rise up.
I feel like I'm in
There you
kindergarten
go.
again. This is so fun.
Okay, you're
Does
done.
it
That's
look
it. Stop.
He's
Now you're
like,
doing too
stop,
much.
please stop.
You're doing too much.
I'm doing too much?
Always.
Okay.
Always.
So we've knocked the olives in there. The air bubbles are starting to come up. We'll let this rest a little bit. In about 20, 30 minutes, we'll be ready to pop in the oven.
Okay, so I'm going to taste
gonna try?
test. This looks absolutely beautiful. While I'm doing that, what do you guys have planned for Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
Chef?
We're doing Valentine's Friday, Saturday, Sunday at both restaurants, Saltura and Corolla this year. We have tasting menus, special tasting menus planned for both. They're going to be pretty wonderful. I don't want to spoil all the surprises.
Please don't.
But-
Just know that everyone listening needs to make reservations and get there now, including someone special in my life. Thank you
there'll be
so
focaccia for
much.
all of you.
Oh,
Can we
this
keep the
is
bread?
so delicious.
Yes.
My
Okay,
favorite.
thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Chef.
And there are still a few spots left at Corello for Valentine's Day. Just head to their website for reservations. And I'm definitely going to be hoarding this pan of focaccia. And when we come back, one of the most anticipated yearly events in the Pacific Northwest. That's right, we're headed to the Northwest Flower and Garden Show. That's coming up right after this. The Northwest Flower and Garden Festival is one of the most anticipated events in the Pacific Northwest. The incredible displays leave visitors both in awe and inspired. The festival begins February 18th at the Seattle Convention Center, and this year the Puyallup Tribe of Indians will showcase their cedar garden. And here to share more, tribal members Amy McFarland and Amber Hayward. Hello, ladies.
Good morning.
Thank you for being here. Amy, I want to start with you. Why was it important for the Puyallup tribe to participate in the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival this year?
Well, this year is a signatory year for us because, as everyone knows, the World Cup is coming. And so we are the proud Indigenous sponsors for that, the first time in history. And the Flower and Garden Festival made sense for us as we are sharing our story with the world and welcoming folks in. And so today we're going to share with you a little bit about that. And it's living, it's not history. So you get a flavor of what that's going to be with what we've done over time and to where we are now.
Wow, is this the first time that you've been a part of the festival too, or has there been many years?
This is our first time in terms of sponsoring. We've gone and participated here and there, but this is our first time being able to be a big part of the garden aspect of it.
Oh, amazing. And what can visitors expect from the participation in the festival? What all do you have going on there?
We've got a lot going on, but as you said, we have Amber here who's going to share with you a little bit about the central core of our garden, which is the theme of around cedar, which we use in so many parts of our lives, and both historically and today.
And Amber, I want to get over to you then. Telling stories through nature are key. What story does this garden really tell?
Well, in our ancestral language, Lashutsi, we actually have a term for that. It's called Hwe Abigud. So that's like teachings from nature that we received. And so for the opportunity to have this garden showcased, we chose the teachings of the cedar tree, which is Gwadzarad Tilch Payat, so the teachings of the cedar tree. And we went with the 5 different teachings. There are many teachings, but just to name a few of them, we are like the cedar tree, Hoi Chach Asista Atich Payat. So we are like the cedar tree. And so there's teachings that we get when we use our 5 senses. So we call it Salats Ti Duhkwalshi Chach, our 5 teachers. So our eyes, our nose, mouth, ears, and our body. So if we go sit, and by the river or in the mountains or by the cedar tree, we can pick up those teachings that are from the land and from the plants, our plant relatives. And so the different teachings that will be showcased at the garden are going to be, we are flexible like a cedar tree. We are flexible. We stand tall. Sadzab, ti ati payats. Let's see, what was the other one?
You make me want to stand tall.
Yes.
I was like, okay, I'm ready.
Yes.
I want to talk too about the cedar and what it represents in Puyallup culture too, if you don't mind sharing.
Yes. So Turi Tuhawk, a long time ago, our people used cedar for everything, for our transportation in canoes, our homes, utensils, berry picking baskets, utilitarian items. It was our clothing, our regalia that we wear for ceremonies, just almost everything that we possibly need.
And you have so many options here. So walk me through what we're seeing from start to finish with the cedar.
Sure. So the Puyallup tribe is a part of the Medicine Creek Treaty. So we have treaty rights that we get to go gather and hunt in our usual and accustomed areas. And so gathering cedar is a part of our treaty rights. So this was cedar that I went to pull last year. So we usually let it sit for a year. So we go find a cedar tree, and then we pull the inner, so this is the inner cedar bark. It's called slogwats, and then we peel off the outer bark, and then we roll it up like that and let it sit for a year.
A year?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Okay. And then it comes to that?
Yeah, and so then we soak it, and then we pull it through. We call it a jerry stripper, and so we can do different sizes, but that's to prep it in order to make, a basket or different things that we want to make with it.
And so the items over here too is what you made from cedar. So you were saying it could be berry picking, and then what's here too, jewelry as well?
Yes. So yeah, there's so many things we could do. We can process it and go to a basket. And then this particular necklace, I did make it, it's pounded cedar bark. So we pound it and it gets really soft and floppy.
How long did it take you to make something like that?
It doesn't take too long, actually.
What?
Yeah, no.
Oh my gosh, I'm shook.
You take all your anger, aggression out, and you just pound it. Yeah.
Fair enough. Well, then I guess we're all, it depends on how angry you are. Thank you so much. You all were amazing. I learned so much in this segment. Thank you. And the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival at the Seattle Convention Center starts February 18th and runs through the 22nd. For more information on tickets and events, just go to the website that you see right there, gardenshow.com. And next, our daily battle between Team New Day and Team Evening picks back up. We're shopping like an Italian to guess how much things cost in euros. Hopefully, it's not as tough as it sounds.
New Day Northwest is sponsored by the Northwest Flower and Garden Festival.
The following segment is sponsored by Rim IQ.
This is New Day at the Games.
Welcome back. We all know getting a flat tire is a real pain, so that's why we think you might want to know about a new portable tire inflator called Inflate IQ. Properly inflated tires aren't just about performance, they're a safety essential that affects both your vehicle's handling and braking. Take a look.
We have all been there. You're in a hurry, you're running late, you walk out to your car and you have a flat tire or the pressure's low. That's exactly why I'm here today with AJ Duden. He's the founder of Inflate IQ, a portable tire inflator designed to help you get right back on the road quickly. Welcome.
Thank you, Catherine. Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
The weather outside is terrible. I don't want to be stuck somewhere in a snowdrift. So why is this such a big deal for drivers?
Yeah, tire pressure is often a neglected thing, and it's a very important thing to take serious. When you come out to your car and that low tire pressure light is on, you really should take care of it right then and there.
So walk me through the process.
On the driver's side door jamb, believe it or not, it tells you exactly the PSI you should inflate all 4 tires. It'll mention the front and mention the rear. And you would just hold the power button, select the car setting, and then you can change the PSI up or down to what's shown in the inside of your door jamb. Press the start button and let the quick flow technology do its work.
You mentioned quick flow technology. What's that?
Yeah, so quick flow technology is generally going to power your tire PSI pressure about twice as fast as other options on the market.
Right now, I think everybody could use one of these in the wintertime, and you have a special, right?
Yes, we do. Usually this product retails for $129.95, and currently for your viewers, we're offering it at 40% off for $77.99.
So you can have this in your car, in your purse, and have that peace of mind for less than $80.
Absolutely, and on top of it, we back it with that lifetime warranty.
All right, so here's what you need to do to take advantage of this special price or to learn more about Inflate IQ. Just go to their website, inflateiq.com.
And just scan the QR code on your screen to get Inflate IQ at 40% off for just $77.99. And it comes with a lifetime warranty. Well, here on New Day at the Games, we're having a friendly competition of our own. Every episode, Team Evening and Team New Day will go head-to-head for gold.
Yes, so let's cue the music. And before we begin, let's look at the count. And it's 2 New Day team and 2 Evening. That's a boring count there. That means that we're still tied.
Yes, it does.
Yes.
We're hoping for no ties today, though, as Jose and I guess the price of the Italian goods. Producer Susie is here to lead the game.
Right, so this is our traditional, how much does that cost?
Okay.
But all the products are Italian.
Ooh.
Good.
And we should say we have a little twist to it. So you still have to guess the price without going over.
Okay.
But it's the price in euros that you pay in Italy.
Ooh, so there's the conversion.
So there's the conversion. $1 US, 119 euros.
Man.
Okay, and all of the products were bought at an incredible place, Big John PFI. Okay, great prices. That's my only hint. Okay, the first is a can of white beans, a can of cannellini beans.
White beans in euros.
Right, in euros, 1 can. These are a staple.
Don't look at me, Kelly.
I'm just like looking into the abyss. Okay, sure.
Don't look.
I mean, I already have mine written.
You do?
Yeah.
All right, 1 can of beans. What do you got?
Oh, man.
I'm just going with US. I don't know. That's not $75. That's
Okay.
$75.
$75?
The
Euro.
price is 75 cents. You
Yeah.
got it, or
Yeah,
euro,
cents.
in euro. Kelly won.
Do you have $3?
You
Woo!
won. You
I
won,
won a
Kelly.
point.
Wow.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not good at all at this game. All right, let's keep it.
Exactly. Okay. A bottle of fancy wine.
Oh, so
How
it's good
fancy is
wine.
fancy?
I mean, it's got a seal on it.
See, I wanted
Okay.
to almost ask how much is it here, but then we
Bola.
I
could
know.
convert it.
Bola. Okay.
Bola.
What kind of wine?
I don't drink wine, but she does drink wine,
I
so
do
you should win this one.
Well,
It's a
no.
red.
I don't know.
That's all you get from me. Would you like to see
But
the
maybe
bottle?
I'm wondering if it would be cheaper there. Okay, I don't know.
Okay, in euros, $12. There you go.
Yes!
What is going on? You
I
said
know
it
that
was
hurt
a
you a
nice
lot. I
bottle.
know.
Next one up, so we're tied right now, is a canister of ricotta cheese, and it's
cheese.
whole milk ricotta.
Is that a good
And
thing or a
it's-
bad thing?
It's the best. You should want.
Oh, it's
whole-
the best. Okay, so
Don't
okay.
go with the low fat.
Okay,
Yeah, you
okay.
want whole milk ricotta.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
14 ounces.
Okay. I have no idea. No idea.
I don't know.
I know I'm dropping it on this.
I
Okay.
mean, if you kind of know at the store, okay, the price is $2.40. So you both went over. Sorry.
But no, but I'm closest.
No,
But
no, you went over.
But I still get the point.
No, you
we
don't
have
get
talked
nothing.
about this.
We don't.
No,
We did.
Kelly,
in case
follow
that there's
the
a
judge's
tie.
rules.
No.
Follow the judge's rules.
Okay.
Next one.
If
I get
there's
a point.
Tie,
Uh-huh.
If there's a tie, then it would go to Kelly
Okay.
because of that.
Now
Thank
that
you.
looks delicious.
Thank you.
Parmigiano Reggiano.
It does.
Ooh,
Oh,
that looks expensive.
you love
guessing-
cheese too.
I love
You eat
cheese. I should
every
win this
single
one.
day.
Yeah.
You should.
I'm guessing this is about a pound.
Okay, pound of cheese.
Yeah, a pound of Parmigiano.
Parmesan
I
I
cheese.
just start like overthinking things.
Me
Like,
too.
This is the
in
real
Italy,
deal.
I'm like, would
This
it
is
be
the real deal.
cheaper?
Real
Would it
deal,
be
yeah.
like euro?
Aged.
Aged.
Oh wait, it's a little bit I can even eat.
Okay.
Okay.
Ready?
What do you think?
Let's
Drum
do it.
roll. What did you put? I put
It's
6.
€6. You went over to 15.
I won double. oh, it was only one. I thought it was 2 of them. Okay. You win.
right.
How did I win the cheese one?
She kept saying it was fancy. Now it went overpriced.
Oh yeah.
All
Well,
right,
that's what happened to me with the wine.
This is a bottle of balsamic vinegar from Modena, and Modena is the home of balsamic vinegar.
Okay.
This is where you want it. It's certified.
I feel like Susie confuses
She just
that.
oversells
She
it. Yeah,
oversells- and then we go high.
Yeah.
I did tell you the prices are great at Big John's.
Okay.
All right, good to know.
Balsamic vinegar.
I don't
from
even know
Lola.
how much that is there. That's a problem.
I'm just saying, if you're gonna buy it, look for that seal.
Okay.
That's all.
Ready?
Just go.
Just go.
Okay, the price is
I said
$6. You've got it
You know what's so
because
funny?
went over.
I keep putting 7, 7, 7 because I think I'm gonna hit it one day, and it's
The
just not
next
working.
one is gonna be 7, and
Yeah,
then
and I'm
you're gonna be
gonna switch.
so
That's what I'm
mad.
gonna
You're
do.
gonna
I'm gonna
switch.
give you a hint on this one. This one isn't gonna be $7.
It's not $7.
It's a bag of
One
dried
more, you guys.
pasta.
One more. This is
Bag
for
of
everything.
dried pasta.
What kind of noodle?
This is the.
I put you on the spot. I don't know.
Yes.
Not like it matters. Just trying
I
to give
actually
myself
can't
more
remember
time.
what this one's called, and I should know this one.
Okay, don't worry. Let's go for it.
Okay, we gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Oh.
3, 2,
Okay, what do you think?
1.
Let me
Just
see
to
what you
keep the tradition.
got. $1.50. Oh, that's 7? I thought it was a 1. Sorry, neither one of you got it.
Who won?
Yeah, of course.
I won! Oh my gosh, New Day won! We were, it was a tie for so long.
I know.
I'm proud of you.
You
we
deserve-
both
no, you
didn't do
deserve it.
great.
You definitely deserve it.
Congratulations.
And don't worry, we'll update the count every single day. Stay tuned for more fun games every single day at New Day at the Games. And thanks for spending time with us today. For more New Day fun, just subscribe on YouTube and be sure to download King 5 Plus for free. Have you done that? Because
Yes,
you should.
of course.
And don't forget to enjoy your New Day. And of course, we'll see you next time.
Can I get the cheese?